If it doesn't bring you peace, you know, it doesn't deserve your time or energy. And I say this with a grain of salt because it's easier said than done. A lot of times we try to manipulate situations that have been long overdue, needed to be let go of and out of our headspace. We hold ourselves back a lot of the times because we're trying to manipulate a situation that is past due. The situation is long gone, things have already happened, and we want to change the outcome. The outcome can very rarely be manipulated in the way that we desire it to be because of the fact that it revolves trying to control another person. And this other person who has made their decision within the given situation that is causing us pain. So when we try to control situations, think of it this way. This person and this outcome that you're trying to control, they are a glass half empty. That is the mindset that you must have within this situation, because this is exactly how it plays out. You are a glass half full, and with a half empty glass, and with a half full glass, you see each other as equals. Yet you don't have that abundance within yourself. You're not abundantly full and capable of giving. So you take your glass and you pour into this half empty glass. And then this glass is now full, but you're also depleted. So you're left feeling drained. You want that energy to be returned because you've poured every last ounce into this half empty, now full glass. And this glass that is full can take that and go wherever, pour into whoever, wherever they see fit. And it doesn't have to be returned into your glass. And we, as a society, use this analogy oh so much, yet we still don't understand that concept. We still don't internalize this concept of seeing people exactly how they are and seeing ourselves as we are, and if we are ready to be in a relationship, to pour into people. Now, establishing yourself, definitely, that is a important thing to have before you set forth in being in a relationship with someone, because you have your life to set together. If you have a person that is not willing to build with you, there is no reason to be in a relationship with said person. You will constantly find yourself trying to manipulate the situation into what you saw it as, what you want it to be, what you want it to become. You believe this person has potential, but that potential lies dormant within them until they are ready to activate that change, to implement being in a relationship with you. But it's not even implementation. It's authentically real. It is a real relationship that you're setting out to be in with this person. And this person has to be ready along with yourself. You don't have to be 100% ready, because I don't believe in 100% anything. Everything is a process. It takes time. It takes communication. It takes strength within yourself to to advocate and to list out exactly what it is that you want. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a list, then you plan to fail. So within getting in a relationship with someone, you have to know exactly your boundaries, what you want from this person, where are you going with this person? Because relationships for funsies, if you're the type of person to attach to someone, yet you have these boundaries, you have these things that you want from this person, yet it is not stated, you're going to end up hurting yourself. People are not responsible for your heart until you have that conversation and until you know that this person is someone that you should be with. And without having that conversation, you live in the moments where they breadcrumb you specific things that you desire from them. You're like, oh, they're hitting the mark on this aspect, but they could be better at this other aspect. And if they do not improve that aspect after you talk with them, that lets you know exactly how they feel about you. That lets you know their priorities and how they handle the relationship with you. That is not a reflection on yourself. And I love talking about this because we like to take a lot of things personally. I used to be a person to take a lot of things personally, because whenever I went into a situation or desired to be in a relationship with someone, I almost expected them to act and behave in the way that I did, because I was raised that you treat people how you want to be treated. And within treating people how I wanted to be treated, I gave them exactly what I wanted to receive. I gave them my time, my attention, and just the utmost care. I let them know that I will be there. I will back you down. I will be your backbone. And this relationship is something that I truly prioritize, even though I have my own stuff on my plate. I was making room for that relationship on my plate, my already full plate as is. And having that not be returned to me, I had to realize that at the beginning of these relationships, I never established, I never communicated what it is that I see this relationship as, because I was under the impression that a lot of things should happen naturally. Granted, they should, but I was going with the flow more than establishing the boundaries, setting that standard, and letting it be known that I don't get along with certain things. I don't like when I don't have communication. I don't like when you disappear. I don't like when this, and that. None of that was established until the patterns persisted. And once people create patterns with you, they do not realize that this pattern has already been a solidified thing that they're used to. That consistency is basically conditioned within the relationship. And when they're conditioned to doing said things because you let them get away with it for so long, they don't see it as a problem. It becomes a problem because you build resentment. And building resentment causes you to dislike this person, right? And you bottle that feeling that you have of, wow, they really did me like that. But okay, I'm gonna give them another chance instead of talking about it. We have to talk and advocate for ourselves every single time that there is something that we do not like that this person has done. And we're afraid that we will run this person away more so than confronting that said thing that we do not sit right with. So a lot of this is taking accountability. You have to have accountability whenever you are ready for a relationship as well. Otherwise, it's not at that maturity level where the relationship can thrive, where the relationship is beneficial for both parties. Because without accountability, things that you do that tend to hurt this person or hurts this person, you will not take ownership to said thing. More than likely, you will be like, oh, that's just how I always have been within this relationship. All right, I hear you, but am I going to change? There is a choice within everything, and that choice is left to that person whenever you have that communication, whenever you have that conversation with them. And after that conversation, if you see patterns persisting, if you see they're doing the same thing, you should not put your energy into giving them 5, 6, 7, 8 chances. And so when talking about problems within the relationship and advocating for yourself, you have to have that foundation and enough respect for yourself to speak up about it, because we are all just people at the end of the day. And if this person truly values you the way that they say they do, there should be no fear within your heart to actually talk to the person that you set out to be in a relationship with. This person will value you just as much as you value them, and you have to give that trust over. We shouldn't really operate with barriers either, because when you operate with barriers, that is you taking your past traumas, carrying your old baggage into a new relationship. I understand that you should protect your heart, yes, but operating in barriers is past trauma that you have not healed. You have to truly allow yourself enough time to heal from past situations so that you do not taint the current relationship that you're pursuing. It is okay to have these past experiences, but we must learn from them all. And learning from them all takes time, and it's very painful, but it's possible. And the possibilities are quite literally endless. So stop putting your time and energy into people that show you that they do not care about you. And within patterns, actions, words, we understand how many times we should know how many times it should take to tell someone that this is what you want. And once you realize it's not changing, wipe your hands, let it be done, and walk away. There are so many people on this earth. You should not be stuck on one. Trust me, I've been there before.